Spiritual aspirants who are householders cannot renounce everything, as their roles involve family and social responsibilities. Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa offered guidance for such individuals, teaching,
"Let the boat be in the water, but let there be no water in the boat. Live in the world, but don't let worldliness live in you."
His householder disciples exemplified this teaching. Once Sri Ramakrishna asked Subodh, a young disciple, to visit M and talk about God. Subodh, who later became a monk, hesitated, saying,
"But he lives with his family, what could I learn from him?"
Sri Ramakrishna reassured him.
"He will only speak of what he has learned here."
When Subodh met M, the ever-humble disciple of the Paramahamsa said to Subodh,
"I am a nobody, but I live by the ocean and keep a few pitchers of its water to offer to my guests."
M, or Mahendranath Gupta, was born in Calcutta on July 14, 1854. From childhood, he had religious inclinations and a deep devotion to his mother. His practice of keeping a diary eventually led to the creation of the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna, a monumental work. M was a gentle soul who, after his mother's death, faced family conflicts and emotional turmoil. Contemplating suicide, he was taken to meet Sri Ramakrishna by his nephew. The moment he met the master at Dakshineshwar, M was struck by the serene atmosphere and the profound words spoken by the Paramahamsa. M describes his first meeting with the master as follows.
I arrived at the main gate at dusk and went straight to Sri Ramakrishna's room. I found him seated on a wooden couch, facing the east. With a smile on his face, he was talking of God. The room was full of people, all seated on the floor, drinking in his words in deep silence. I stood there speechless and looked on. It was as if I were standing where all the holy places met. I looked around with wonder and said to myself, "What a pleasant place this is. What a charming man. And those words, how beautiful his words are." As I left the room, I heard the sweet music of the evening service arising in the temple from gong, bell, drum, and cymbals. The sounds traveled over the Ganges, floating away and losing themselves in the distance. A soft spring wind was blowing, laden with the fragrance of flowers. The moon had just appeared. It was as if nature and man together were preparing for the evening worship.
Under Sri Ramakrishna's guidance, M practiced spiritual disciplines and grew in devotion. Sri Ramakrishna once told him,
"The time is ripe for you. Practice a little, and you will receive the help needed."
Encouraged by these words, M deepened his spiritual journey and lost interest in Western philosophy and science, focusing instead on the teachings of his master. M had many spiritual experiences at Dakshineshwar, a place he described as a spiritual fire that purified all who visited. His life became devoted to spreading the wisdom of his guru, culminating in the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna. M noted that words could never fully capture the infinite, yet his recordings of the master's teachings have become a vital resource for spiritual seekers. Sri Ramakrishna entrusted M with the sole responsibility of documenting his teachings, forbidding other disciples from doing so. M offered his life at his guru's feet, attaining spiritual immortality through his great work. This inspiring story is a teaser from the book They Lived with God. The book shares stories of 31 householder disciples, how they met their guru, what they learned, and their spiritual growth. If you like the book God Lived with Them, which tells the stories of 16 disciple monks, you will most certainly enjoy this one too. The book purchase link is provided in the description below. Thank you so much for watching and supporting this video. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Stay blessed and namaste.